with yourself. Have you ever cheated in a video game? I won't report you. I won't tell anybody. I will keep it to me, okay? Have you ever cheated in a game? Yes? Duh? No? Yes? Oh my god, there's a lot of cheaters in chat. You guys have all cheated in a video game? Anyways, I've been yapping a lot today. Let's see what happened to these cheating gamers.
Just like regular sports,
Is this loud enough or too loud?
Is full of cheaters.
Wow.
And with the rise of
I was just talking about Hearthstone!
online gaming tournaments and streaming platforms
Someone stole
like
my Hearthstone
Twitch,
account.
some gamers exploit these cheats to help them score a quick win.
Wait, is that like the Fallout video we just watched? Is that the same game?
But it takes just one wrong click to completely expose them and bring their little gaming empires to their
We should have known that they were cheating, chat. They're drinking Pepsi, not the superior product, Coke Zero.
knees. So let's take a look at some hackers, liars, and dim-witted cheaters who got caught on camera trying to play the system.
Why are they playing the system when they should just be playing games? Am I right, brother?
MissQGemini.
Ah!
Now, cheating in
This is the only cheating thing I actually know about, and I'm happy that you guys get to see it because this is my favorite, most awesomest stream cheating moment ever. This one's a classic.
video games isn't a crime, but the way streamer MissQGemini tried to cover up her blatant cheat.
He said her name like a slur. MissQGemini.
Absolutely was. This young, ambitious gamer regularly
Young
streamed
and
herself
ambitious.
playing the ferociously competitive Counter-Strike Global Offensive,
Oh, here
or
we go.
CSGO for short,
I
which
used
is
to
an
play this game in
online
college.
multiplayer first-person shooter game. However, back in 2017, she started her stream with a huge rant about how she'd been unfairly accused of cheating.
You know what's really sad?
The way you know someone is lying is when they do this, okay? When they immediately try to like yoink the narrative. There's no way.
But sometimes, you know, because I'm female in Counter-Strike, people are like,
What?
like, you're cheating.
Way to tell off those pesky trolls. But then, during the game's warm-up phase, she seemed to forget
Well, now this comes on to me, Chad. She said, as a woman, I would never do that. Then does it. Thanks. Thanks. You're setting me up for success here.
that the whole world could see her screen, and she brought up a cheat software menu.
I don't know if the cheat menu actually looks like this all the time, but I think it's funny if she were to customize it to be like cute and pink. So every time she turns on her cheat, she's like, oh, this looks so good. Oh my God, I'm so glad I like customized all these buttons.
After hitting the load coding button, all of her rivals' ranks and locations suddenly began appearing through the walls. For those
Wait, did that guy come through the wall? Did he live?
suddenly began appearing through the wall.
She had wall hacks and that guy lived?
All of her rivals'
Let me double check
ranks and
this.
locations suddenly began appearing through the walls. For those of you who don't play CSGO, I can tell you now, this ain't normal. It's called a wall hack, which allows players to locate their
remember
opponents through solid
they gave this
objects
to
in the game's
Widowmaker.
arena. Hacks like this are a sneaky way of gaining the upper hand in multiplayer.
How do you not see this on your screen though? Like, I guess maybe she was doing like a game capture normally, but this time she like window captured. I'm not entirely sure how this got caught or how you wouldn't notice.
Shooter games, and MissQGemini's viewers were quick to pick up on it.
Oh.
But blissfully unaware she'd been caught, she continued to play and, even worse, lose. And it's at that point she finally realized what she'd done, as you can see from her facial
Screen
expressions.
cap. My favorite thing about like this era of gaming is crunchy mic. But now because everybody is like TTV, everybody has such a nice microphone. I love crunchy mic. It makes me laugh every time.
After being caught
Face?
red-handed, you'd think this would be the time to fess up, right? Well, take a listen to the cringy excuses that start falling out of her mouth.
You guys, do you guys ever get that that weird glitch in CS:GO where it shows your rank?
I can't even
It
watch.
shows everyone's rank. Clara, give me 1 second. Clara,
I can't even
let me
watch.
just
It's so
message this girl.
embarrassing.
Give me 1 second. She promised me she didn't use it on my PC. I'm fucking done. This is what happens when you let people use your PC. Can't trust them. All right. That's nice to know.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't Clara that we watched load the cheat code at the beginning of this.
Damn, the evidence of loading it just absolutely fucks her narrative. If she didn't have this, she could have said something, but holy crap.
Game. After that, MissQGemini guiltily abandoned the match, and her CSGO account was eventually slapped with an anti-cheat ban. But following massive backlash from the streaming community, her Twitch account also disappeared soon after, along with any chance she ever had of making it as a pro gamer. Forsaken. When it comes to cheating in CSGO, it's safe to say no player has ever been.
If it was you, you could never do it since you have a uniquely beautiful voice. Thank you, Pixo.
more humiliated than Nikhil Forsaken Kumawat. During the Extremes Land Zowie Asia tournament in 2018.
Zowie, I like that, Zowie. It's like Zooey Mama. Or what is that big yellow like monster guy say in that TV show? Oh, Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. What does he say? Oh, great googly moogly. That reminds me of that.
Forsaken was competing as part of the pro esports team Optic India. They'd entered into the top-tier CSGO tournament, which had a hefty prize pool of $100,000.
Oh my god, 100K? Wait, it's insane that these CSGO tourneys have so much money. How much would that be now?
But as Forsaken was playing, someone reported him for suspicious activity, and an administrator was called in. At first, Forsaken boldly refused the admin access to his terminal, but after they asserted their position, they probed into his setup and discovered a suspicious program.
It would be funny if it was some like outrageous hentai game. They're like, oh my god, man, you brought that onto the company computer? What are you doing?
Running in the background. When it was pointed out, Forsaken unbelievably batted their hands away and tried to delete it in front of their eyes.
Oh my god!
Stunned, the administrators disqualified Forsaken on the spot.
They're gonna put him in cuffs.
Optic.
Imagine being in jail. What are you in here for? I cheated in CSGO. Kill him.
India team was booted from the event. When they finally got a good look at Forsaken's terminal, they discovered the illegal aimbots he'd been desperately trying to delete.
Well, that's where he messed up. He didn't put this in the homework folder, chat. Nobody checks the homework folder. Amateur mistake.
These are hacks that provide easier target acquisition for players and are expressly prohibited by CSGO. But what made it worse was that they'd been accessed multiple times.
Don't they jail you in Korea for cheating in games? Are you serious? Wait, if you cheat in a game in Korea, you go to jail? I did tell you guys about this. Is a little bit of a yap moment for me, but when I was living in Japan, I wanted to play on the Korea server for League of Legends because I thought that it would make me like a better gamer. I don't know. It was just like through adversity. It was like a Herculean trial. I think that's the right word to play on Korea. To get a Korean League of Legends account, you have to have a Korean ID and prove that you live there. And you have to have a Korean phone number through a Korean distributor to show that you live there too. And you can pay somebody to make you a Smurf account, but you have to make sure that you buy the phone number to play on it. Yeah, I said, I guess I'm just playing on JP.
Times, meaning he cheated in many different matches in order to get his hands on that prize money. Appalled by his actions, Forsaken was handed a full 5-year ban from the Esports Integrity Coalition. The pro player was also booted from his team, but in the overwhelmingly embarrassing aftermath, Optic India was dissolved altogether.
They got rid of the whole thing?
Even if your aim is as bad as Forsaken's, you don't need an aimbot to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below.
Shameless,
shameless, that you're better than that cheater ever will be.
Shameless!
Now, where were we?
That was the most shameless business move I've ever seen. Holy crap!
Tavo Betancourt. Have you ever heard of speedrunning before? It's where players record themselves racing to complete levels or entire games as fast as humanly possible. And some of these times are so fast, they're only separated by the split second of a button.
Yeah, you know what game did this to me? When we were doing the Uno speedrun, chat. I got 4th place on the Uno speedrun over like 100 milliseconds. I can't believe it.
It's not the most well-known style of gameplay, but because the community is made up of passionate nerds like me.
Did he call me a passionate nerd? I had a speedrunning channel. This guy thinks I'm a loser.
Speedrunning is a serious business, and that's why YouTuber Tavo Betancourt came under heavy fire when Mexican channel Badabun uploaded his insanely fast Super Mario Bros. Speedrun back in 2017.
While he's slamming a pizza,
effortlessly
too.
sailed through the entire game, completing it in a respectable 5 minutes and 12 seconds.
Wow.
While this run earned him plenty of online views, the speedrunning community spotted some serious problems. For a start,
is that a Costco pizza? Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you a big chunker alert on this one, okay? There's no way that's a Costco pizza. Costco pizza is more drippy and more disgusting looking. It makes you feel like you're dying when you eat it. That's gotta be like Pizza Hut or something.
Even though the attempt was just 5 minutes long, Tavo took the time to guzzle down Coke and pizza as he was playing.
I like
Surely,
my pizza
if you were
drippy,
taking this
bruh.
seriously, you could have waited 5 minutes
No, I love Costco pizza. Costco pizza is my favorite.
to have his dinner, right? Secondly, the game's counters suspiciously didn't match what was happening in the footage. Like here, where Tavo collects 11 coins, but the counter curiously increases by 12. It was clear that Tavo had stolen someone's speedrun footage and mashed it with a different counter so that it wasn't too obvious he'd stolen it. But this minor mistake didn't escape the attention of real speedrunners. They tracked down the original footage and revealed that it had been brazenly stolen from world record.
Damn! He yoinked it from the world record holder. Shameless. Hi, Jerry. Of all games to try and cheat, the one where they really look at runs frame by frame. That's true. Why doesn't he cheat in like Bejeweled or something? I don't.
Speedrunner Darbian. And when the community found out, Tavo
Eating the pizza is what makes the clip, though. Like, he really wanted this to look so effortless. Why sell it that hard?
was crucified online. He later admitted what he'd done and apologized, claiming it was just part of a social experiment.
Okay. I don't know why. I love seeing people's excuses. I just love to see what they thought of. To be fair, that was a good excuse. It was just a prank is also another great excuse. Or, I don't know. What's another apology excuse you can use? Oh, you could bring your dog on? Oh, yeah. That was a great idea. Where's the dog?
Lame excuses aside, it's pretty clear that this was just done for clout, seeing how, despite his apology, his run is still up on Badabun.
He said, you know what? I got 5 million on this sucker. I don't care if people think I'm a cheater. Give me the money. Give me the money.
His channel. Although now, I reckon it'll take more than video splicing for Tavo to outrun his ruined reputation. Super fast jellyfish.
Oh my god, another
impossibly
Ctuber.
precise button presses and muscle memory required for speedrunning are insanely difficult to match.
The next one, I always felt like this was just a prank. Okay, wait, let me judge. I like if this is about the
Which is why Blindfolded
Oh, this is the guy I was talking about.
speedrunning is even more
Do you think this was a joke?
mind-blowing. Just using audio cues and their memory, players complete games as
The only other person I remember doing this was the Monster Hunter girl. That one didn't feel like a joke though. But let's open our eyes and our minds and see if this could be a joke.
quickly as possible without once looking at their screens. Considering most people couldn't even get past a start menu blindfolded, this is some god-tier gaming. So when unknown gamer Super Fast Jellyfish live streamed,
he was reading chat and responding through the blindfold. Okay, well that's like context, right? Was he actually doing that, or do you think that was a mistake by accident? Because there's two ways, right? He could be like, oh, this funny bit, I'm gonna read chat and yap, and then people will know it's fake. Or he forgot. Also, I like the shirt.
streamed his blindfolded speedrun of Super Mario 64 in just 42 minutes.
And the delivery.
speedrunning community was stunned, but not in a good way. For a start, there are only 3 certified blindfolded streamers who have submitted their times into this category, ranging from 24 minutes to 1 hour and 50.
What they should do to make sure that this category is viable is before you play, they should poke your eyes. Now play the game.
8 minutes. This would have put Superfast Jellyfish in third, even though he claimed he'd only ever done 3 blindfolded speedruns before.
God.
But compared to his competitors, Superfast Jellyfish's gameplay was suspicious.
I don't know why this always aggravates me. I was at like a birthday party recently, and somebody was doing like this like blind game where you had to like pick up like balls or something, I remember. And they had their blindfold, you're supposed to do a blind, they had their blindfold on so loose, and I saw them like peeking out from the bottom, and I was like, what are you trying to prove to everybody at a birthday party? What are you trying to prove?
He left audio alerts on, which are hugely distracting and can mess up a real blindfolded
Just
speedrunner's
lucky, I
timing.
guess.
Let's go.
Thank you for the follow.
Oh, I like his GIF. I just angered people. Yes, I say GIF, okay? I don't say GIF, I say GIF. I'm sorry.
This is your second blindfolded run, isn't it?
Technically this is my third.
Unfazed by this, he then talked continuously through sections that real blindfolded speedrunners know requires careful attention to audio details.
Did I check for saves?
He's just playing so flawlessly.
No, because I don't save the game.
These were
Wait, was that a TTS or did he read that?
No,
Oh no, it was TTS. It says share one.
because I don't save the game.
These were huge red flags for the speedrunning community, and they called out Superfast Jellyfish for cheating by using a blindfold he could see through. Clearly caught out, Superfast Jellyfish.
So this is the apology part. I would say here you could say it was just a joke. But what is he gonna say?
Eventually came clean. Well, kinda.
What you may not know is that speedrun
Anybody else?
was purposely
Okay, here's a stoke
fake.
defense.
It was purposely fake.
Okay.
Instead of a proper apology, he tried to save face by claiming he purposefully faked the speedrun. And yet, he only admitted this after he was exposed?
Oh.
Yeah, that's called cheating, but better luck next time.
Did he submit it? Yes, it was on the board. That's the only thing that's making me think that it wasn't a joke. Because, right? Like, they showed the speedrun board in the video. So, if it was a joke, I don't think you should submit. Yeah, then that's just cheating. I agree.
Joshua Ottenil Kriegshauser. Game
Wow, that was
developers
good
often
pronunciation.
stream
Is this a bot? I think it is.
games they're working on as
She's
an
so
awesome
pretty.
way of interacting with the game's community. But these developers usually have special
This is what my 3D program looks like before I get on stream. Because it remembers it from last time, and my head is like on a little dangly. So every time I load into stream, my head just starts spinning around like a Spirit Halloween decoration.
abilities other
I thought they only showed the board to show that he achieved a third place time. Okay, well maybe that's true.
players don't, which can look like cheats, as Joshua Ottenil Kriegshauser awkwardly discovered back in 2017. The technical director
Oh my
of
God,
the
his
Battle
hair's so
Royale
shiny.
game
Oh wait, that's a helmet.
H1Z1 decided to stream the match he was playing with his friends on Twitch.
Is H1Z1 dead, or is it still like kicking?
But when he
Isn't this I always thought that this was the other game. Did they turn into the other game? What is it called when you run around and shoot people? The old one. Yeah. Did this turn into another game? Yeah, DayZ. Did this turn into this, or they just kind of got rid of H1Z1? DayZ and H1Z1 devs were just doing cash grab. Really?
blasted through a rival group of players. Their reactions shocked him.
What's happening?
Why are you cheating? Really, dude?
You're cheating?
A dev cheating.
Wait, can you not say him?
Cheating
You
dev.
can't see me?
Yeah. Oh, he is, I mean.
Oh my god, am I hidden?
Oh my god, am I hidden? No way!
Ooh, cheating like that definitely isn't a
Oh
good look
my
for a developer.
God.
Although it seems like he genuinely forgotten to turn off his special cloak of invisibility. Either that, or he just really wanted to show those 12-year-olds who was boss. Azubu Frost. With over 100
That's
million
caught.
monthly players, League of Legends is one of the largest online multiplayer games in the world.
I quit League of Legends yesterday, chat. I'm not playing no more. I told myself yesterday, no more. I'm done. I'm cutting it cold turkey.
For those who don't know it, it involves two teams battling it out to occupy and defend their half of the map. And to do this, players have to strategically attack or hide from the other team. But professional
He explained it like hide and go seek. We're all playing competitive adult hide and go seek when we play League of Legends.
esports team Azubu Frost found an inventive way around this back in 2012. During the Season 2 World Championships,
oh my god, I started in Season 3. Was that free?
Against Team Solo Mid. From the get-go, the match was plagued by technical issues which caused multiple pauses. But during these pauses, members of Team Azubu Frost sneakily checked out the mini-map that was being broadcast on the huge stadium screen behind them. This allowed them to see
oh my god, why would they do that? What
exactly
the hell?
where the other team was heading and what they were planning. Team Captain Woong in particular looked...
Is this... Okay. Is this really their fault? I mean, obviously it is because they did it, but why would the organizers do that?
Back at the screen on a number of occasions before recklessly altering his gameplay. Azubu Frost won the round, but an investigation by League of Legends
They should do what I made my sister do. Whenever they're playing the game, they should have to put like a blanket on top of their head.
developer Riot Games later determined that Woong clearly gained an unfair advantage by looking at the screens. He also shared the information with his team, which led them to certain victory. For this unsportsmanlike behavior, Azubu Frost was fined 20% of their tournament winnings.
20%?
Costing them a grand total of $30,000.
Oh my god!
Right in the wallet. MrGolds. Some streamers play games in a way that can really divide an audience, like MrGolds, for example. At his peak, his Twitch streams boasted a
I've never heard of ratting.
respectable average of 2,000 live viewers, where he routinely bragged about how good he was at Call of Duty Warzone. But during a stream...
I remember I tried to play Call of Duty Warzone, and somebody messaged me, and they're like, can we sponsor you to where you play with a pro for like an hour and they teach you how to play? And I thought that actually sounded really fun. But then what happened was the game wouldn't launch. It played like absolute crap. And I had to email them back. I was like, man, this is such a cool thing. I would love to do that, but it won't run on my computer. And then the person who sent me the sponsorship email replied, and they said, oh, it doesn't run on mine anyway either. Have a good day. It's like,
from August
like it was
2020,
so poorly
one of his
optimized,
viewers
it wasn't even
noticed
funny.
something strange on his screen. Can you see what their cursor is pointing out?
Have you ever seen anyone playing like me? Like seriously?
XSplit?
Yep. While MrGolds was shamelessly bragging about how he's so good that he doesn't need to cheat, he had the cheating software engine owning running in the background.
Oh, I was looking at the task manager. Guys, come on. Why is everybody who cheats in a game so dumb about it? I mean, it would have worked on me. I didn't see the screen at all.
Engine owning is an app that freely admits it sells cheat software for many games, including Call of Duty, like their aim at enemies hack, which MrGolds clearly had set to on in the background.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
After he was rightfully exposed, MrGolds' channel received temporary suspension as...
How long do you think a Twitch streamer should be banned for cheating? Hi game. I don't know how long. Maybe like, it depends. I agree. I agree. It depends. Perma, at least a century. Oh my god. You said put him in the gulag. I do think it depends.
Twitch's guidelines ban the streaming of cheats in any online games. Although his channel is now back up, this cheater has...
Yeah, my depends is I think if they're cheating and it's like a for money competitive match, that should be for a really long time. Like a really long time.
Hasn't recovered enough dignity to show his face on the platform since. FaZe Jarvis.
Man is sobbing! Absolute waterworks on my screen! But where's the puppy?
Just about every fan of the Battle Royale game Fortnite knows the name FaZe Jarvis, but not necessarily in a good way. This
Jarvis, cheat this game.
British YouTuber and gamer
Oh, he
rose to
British.
fame when he joined the mega popular esports
I've never
group,
seen
the
this.
FaZe Clan, in 2019. He'd been
Wow.
uploading his
What's in the box challenge? Oh my god, they got a baby tiger. How did they do that?
Fortnite gameplay
She is pregnant.
to YouTube since 2018, with many of his videos garnering millions of views each. His
Those clips and those thumbnails are wild. I just saw that girl licking an eggplant. Wait, but this is a European channel. Don't you guys say like aubergine? What is it called?
channel was made up almost exclusively of Fortnite gameplay, but then in 2019, he made an unfathomably dumb decision.
Uh-oh.
He uploaded a video where he openly claimed to be using an aimbot.
Because I've got the hack open and stuff, it's making my Streamlabs like lag, so I can't do that. You won't be able to see on the recording that I've got the mod, but just so you guys know I do. This is what happens. Look, aimbot, FOV, aimbot, FOV, like.
He's teaching kids how to cheat.
I don't know what half this stuff means, but it's actually about to be lit. We're about to pop off.
It's about to be lit.
To you. Mate, how's it not hitting anyone? I got aimbot.
Look at this.
Clara be like,
While the hilariously controversial video made him some sweet YouTube money,
Damn!
Fortnite's developers Epic Games didn't see the funny side of it. They have a zero-tolerance policy to any kind of cheating, let alone bragging about it to millions of people online. Without missing a beat, Epic Games brought down the hammer and immediately banned Jarvis's account. But the ban wasn't
hey guys, today we're gonna go rob 3 banks and see how long it takes for us to get the cops called on us. But don't worry, when they call the cops, we'll say it was just for a video.
just for a month or even 2, but for life. And this didn't mean
Jesus.
he was only banned from the community. He was also prohibited from participating in all future Fortnite
Damn, they hit him
gaming
with the
events.
Tyler
What a
1.
staggering self-own. In true YouTube style, Jarvis released a tearful apology
Oh my
video admitting his
God!
infractions and accepting Epic Games'
tears!
decision.
I'm truly like so sorry. Epic, I know I have to take accountability for my actions, and you know I'm gonna do my best to accept any punishment that like comes my way, whatever happens. I'm not trying to find like a quick road out, but like being banned forever is just like thinking about a lifetime ban is just I just didn't I didn't expect this would happen.
Even with all those tears, his account remains banned almost 2 years on. Well, it's pretty clear that when it comes to cheating,
Epic was throwing tomatoes at his ass. Oh my god! That means he can never Goku Gritty. Oh no, that's a fate worse than death.
Epic Games definitely doesn't play around. Zaccubus. In the UK, there's one gamer who's known for his dapper skills as well as his dapper styles. David Zaccubus Tracy is a tie-wearing, shirt-sporting Twitch streamer who's
Shirt-sporting Twitch streamer. I mean, I hope everybody on Twitch is wearing a shirt.
been gaming professionally for more than 17 years. But even with all that experience and style behind him, it didn't stop him from cheating at the DreamHack gaming convention back in 2018. He was caught teaming in Fortnite, which is where a player talks to and works with rival players instead of taking them out in-game. Although just about every Fortnite player does it, streaming it from
If this was not competitive, sometimes I think it's funny. I don't care. Cancel me. Put me in the gulag. I don't give a Give me testicular torsion. Sometimes I think it's funny.
Europe's largest gaming convention wasn't Zaccubus's brightest idea.
Oh, but is this a tournament? Then maybe not, but in just like normal gameplay, I don't think it's that bad. Clockwise or counterclockwise? Like this. Like do like a little backward.
Oh! What?
Is somebody laughing or crying?
Well, if you're going to stream to thousands of people at a high-profile event, you should probably stick to the rules, no matter how suave you look.
Banned!
Johnny K.
Oh my god, what the hell did he do so bad that they censored his face? Holy crap! Please don't be a Minecraft YouTuber.
Now, just about anyone can cheat in Fortnite, but it takes seriously huge kahunas to cheat during the Fortnite World Cup. Considering the prize pool is around $100 million, it's no wonder people are tempted to turn to illicit means of winning. But for professional player Jonathan Johnny K. Kosmala of
They censored everything on this man! Hi, Cora!
Team Caliber, the overwhelming temptation to cheat got the better of him. In 2019, this player...
I do not care. If anybody DMs me on Discord with the name Big Boy, you are getting insta-blocked. No way. Hell no.
Was exposed online after his Discord messages with a well-known cheat seller were made public. You can see Johnny K, named here as Big Boy, was trying to purchase an ESP cheat. This is a hack that allows a player to see the locations.
What about Large Lad? Well, then I'm gonna actually block you because now I know you're British. I'm just kidding. I like British people.
Of all of their enemies, even if there are walls or terrain in the way. After downloading it, Johnny K started a call with the seller who walked him through the process of installing it.
Wait a second. I have a question. Did they go through putting his face tracked onto this guy's body and then blurring it anyway?
Locations of all of their enemies, even if there are walls or terrain in the way.
I'm just double checking.
After downloading it, Johnny K started a call.
That is a lot of work for that. Why would you do that?
With the seller
You think he got copyright claimed?
who walked him
Hi, Chrising.
through the process of installing.
No, his head is just like that. That should be like a South Park character. Like somebody who's just constantly blurred no matter what, and that's just what they look like.
But unfortunately for Johnny K, the seller recorded their entire call.
Oh, you didn't even this one?
Yeah, that one. That's the all you're gonna need.
Initially, it all seemed to be running smoothly. He logged into his official account with the cheat software running, and the game loaded without issue. But all of a sudden, his account was flagged by
There was a problem. I wonder what it could be.
by Fortnite's anti-cheat software, and
Did you see the Liquid R6 player that lost Liquid 4-year Honda sponsorship with a Twitter post? What did he say? What did he say? I drive a Ford?
he was immediately booted from the game for cheating. And to really rub salt in the wound, the seller then released their entire...
He talked shit about Japan. Oh, he did? Oh, I see what is. What the hell?
call for the world to see.
Oh my
After being so
God!
thoroughly exposed, Team
How long
Caliber
ago was
wasted
this?
no time booting the cheater out of their team and cut all ties with him. Well,
Goodbye.
as bad as it looks, I don't reckon Johnny K's fall from
today?
grace hurts
I can't wait to see some. I can't wait to see some videos about that in the morning.
too much. After all, his massive kahunas probably broke his fall.
Why does he keep saying kahunas? Why does he keep saying kahunas? At that point, just say huevos.
Marqui Lauuras.
Uh-oh, he looks happy here. Surely he just has a good time and doesn't get sad.
Even though Fortnite is one of the biggest video games in the world, it still suffers from its fair share of bugs. While exploiting these bugs is generally frowned upon, abusing them in professional matches or tournaments is obviously
It's
a
always
dumb
just people
move.
messing
But
around in pro
not
matches.
obvious
Like, it's
enough
not
for
worth it.
pro Fortnite player Marqui Lauuras. During the 2019
Why would you ever cheat in a pro match? Like, at that point, you're gonna get caught. What is it called when you like to get hurt? It's like, is it sadistic? This is like a sadistic practice. Oh, masochist. I always mess them up. Yeah, this is a masochistic practice. Like, you know you're gonna get caught.
ESL
Never mind.
Katowice Royale Fortnite tournament, which had a grand prize of $500,000, the professional
No
Team
regrets.
Heretic player was reduced to 0 hit points.
Oh.
But thanks to a bug, he wasn't eliminated, and quickly discovered he could keep playing.
Okay. Well, it's a
Now, he
bug.
should have alerted an administrator to the
Yeah.
error. Instead, he exploited the bug and waited to be revived by his teammates. But when his teammates asked him what had happened, he did this. So,
Okay, I was kind of on his side about being a bug, but that was diabolical. Okay, he lost my support with the shush. As soon as he went shh. Yeah, you lost me. I was so on his side for a minute.
it's clear he knew he'd done
Okay, the devil horn Snapchat meltdown.
something wrong, but he was trying to avoid being detected. Eventually, the admin spotted what he'd done and asked him to leave. But unbelievably, Marky refused.
What?
But give me a reason. I need a reason.
After stalling for as long as he could, he was finally convinced to leave his terminal and was disqualified from the tournament. But this incident sparked a huge debate online. Technically, it was a
Retyping
glitch,
my opinion
so it
to
wasn't
everybody.
like Marky had purposefully engineered the cheat, but being a pro player,
Yes, I
he really should
agree.
have known better than to
He
try
should have
and
known, to be
exploit it.
honest.
Ultimately,
Because what would happen if they knew this bug was in? Maybe they would reset the match. That's the only thing I can think of is like a technical difficulty reset, and then maybe he would get to play again. But I don't know, because there's no way they could keep doing the match if this is a bug that's gonna happen. I don't know.
he didn't face any kind of punishment aside from being disqualified.
Oh, that's
Even if you
good, I
don't
guess.
play Fortnite, do you think that judgment was fair? Let me know down in the
I mean, he shouldn't have lied. I will say that, but like, it wasn't his fault. It's not like he had like a cheat engine on.
comments. Shroud. Like Fortnite, PlayerUnknown's Battleground, or PUBG for short, is a battle royale style game that has a huge problem with hackers. Since it was released in 2017, most of the cheats used in
Oh
this
my God.
problem with hackers.
Just to
Since
show
it
you
was
how old I am,
released in
chat. Do you remember when people wore shirts like this all the time? Or like the Miss Me jeans? Oh my God. I remember they used to have these stores at my mall and nobody was ever in there. Ever. I was surprised they were still open.
2017, most of the cheats used in this game revolve around improving a player's accuracy or speed. But there's one cheat that's so hilariously dumb, even famous streamer Michael Shroud Grzyzek simply couldn't resist getting involved with it. With more than 9 million followers on Twitch, this professional streamer racks up tens of thousands of views per stream. And this meant there were plenty of witnesses when he joined in with the hijinks of this group of hackers back in 2018.
I'm busy. What the hell?
Just like in the real world, cars in PUBG aren't meant to fly like that. But Shroud couldn't resist the offer of a free ride.
Shit, can you take me to the zone real quick?
Come on. Okay. I'm not trying to be like a yapper-Andy, but like, this is obviously just a joke, right?
Yeah. I actually sell these cheats for a living.
Wait, don't.
Unfortunately, after this, Shroud
What was with the shameless plug, man?
hit a dead end. Like Fortnite, PUBG has a very strict no cheating policy that it enforces indiscriminately. And the ban hammer came down on Shroud's account for a whole month.
What?
He later apologized.
No way, man. I don't know if this is a controversial take because I don't know everybody's take on this, but wow. It was obviously a joke, and then he immediately like got out or died or whatever after he said he sells them, and then he tried to talk on top of him. I don't know. That's probably not a popular take, but I don't think that was that bad. It was just for fun.
Apologized and admitted he knew what he was doing, but that he just wanted to have a little fun. I mean, it's hard to blame him. After all, if someone offered you the chance to ride in a flying car, it'd be pretty hard to turn down, right? Chuck. The NBA 2K21 community.
I don't know anything about 2K. I always see these like TikToks where this guy will play 2K and he's really good, but he makes like his little brother talk on the mic, and his little brother's like 8. And it pisses people off because they think that he's playing the game.
Is an extremely competitive group of players who take
people
any
are really
hint of cheating
competitive.
very seriously, as professional player and YouTuber Chalk found out back in 2020. This was when rival player T-Jack critiqued his gameplay and called him out online for using a modified controller.
What? I'm not defending him, but he does it. The Zen start in the center. It doesn't matter. You can do it without it, bro. Let's watch. Do it. Shoot a fade.
If you don't play NBA 2K21, like me, that explanation probably flew right over your head.
I'm an
so
idiot.
let me break it down. You may be thinking that a
Orlando
modified
Magic?
controller has
Orlando
levers
Magic?
and buttons designed to make quicker and easier button hits, but
Really?
they don't always look that obvious. Controllers like the Cronus Zen, for example, can
I've never
run
heard of this.
software like aimbots, which makes scoring
What?
hoops in the game much easier. And this is something that
This is
T-Chat
real? Wait, they like upgraded. What were those little things that you used to put in your DS so that you could get 900 Master Balls? Game Shark. I think there's another one. Is that what it is? They like updated that. Yeah. I remember my friend had one because her parents were dentists and she was really rich. And I put 999 Master Balls on my game. Don't tell anybody. I'm probably gonna get banned.
Jack aggressively
Action
accused
replay.
Chalk
Yeah.
of doing.
Why does his bar not move in this game? His bar does not move. Hold on.
It looked like you
Let's
got
look
a
at this. Why does his bar not move?
When you gotta aim.
But Chalk wasn't taking this lying down. He uploaded a video showing every single button press he made on his controller to prove he wasn't cheating.
Okay.
Nothing changed. You guys have seen my controller the entire time. And I'm playing uncomfortable because I gotta have my hands so high. Nothing changes, bro. Literally nothing changes. I'm shooting with X and I'm still greening. What's the next one? Green.
Yeah, isn't that what you guys say when you play 2K? You say green, or what do you say, mad greens? I had no idea what that meant until like last month.
You see it, bro. Nothing's changing. You see it.
However, this gaming community was already in full witch hunt mode. Despite Chalk's proof, more and more accusations began
What are you talking
flooding
about?
Chalk's
I don't know. I think when you throw the ball, you get a green shot. I don't know. I don't play sports games.
chats. Eventually, the pressure became too much for him to handle, and Chalk broke down live on one of his streams.
Uh-oh.
See it, and you don't see that these dudes sit in group chat and calling on me every.
He is frustrated.
While there's no way to really tell whether or not Chalk was
Chat,
using
smiley
a
face if you
modified
think he
controller,
cheated.
the
Frowny face if
NBA
you think he didn't cheat.
2K21 community still seems pretty divided. So what do you think? Did
I don't know
Chalk
enough about the
cheat,
game.
or is he just being dunked on for being really good at this game? Let me know down in the comments.
I don't know. Yeah, nobody
Hosting.
knows.
Hearthstone is an incredibly
No, not Hearthstone, please! It's already gone through so much, man.
popular digital strategy card game, which has close to 24 million active players
I love
around the
Hearthstone,
world.
I don't care.
And unlike a regular game of cards, you can't
That's
cheat
me playing
by
Hearthstone.
peeking over your opponent's shoulder. But back in 2015, during the Hearthstone Pinnacle 2 tournament, pro player Raphael Hosty Zantili found a way around this. As part of the professional
I got baited. I thought you were playing Hearthstone. No, I lost my Hearthstone account after my Blizzard account got yoinked and then got back banned. Or whatever.
esports team Arkan. Hosty was one of just 6 players invited to compete in the tournament, which had a prize pool of $5,000. His match with Team Nylam's Adrian life coach Koi was
That's more than
live-streamed
2K,
for
get
all
it?
the world to see. But partway through, viewers suddenly noticed something strange in Hosty's background.
Uh-oh.
That's a bit surprising to me.
That's surprising to me too.
Embarrassingly, Hosty's setup was being reflected in the picture frame behind.
How are people so perceptive? Holy crap! It's like when I do a hand cam stream and I bring a fork upstairs and you guys go, I can see you with the fork. Immediately. Every single time. I'm gonna stop bringing forks up in my room.
Behind him, showing he was looking at 2 separate monitors, and one of them had the tournament live stream on it, meaning Hosty had a full view of life coach's hand.
That's pretty bad. I'm sorry I keep like ragging on the tournament owners, but like, should they have like a stream delay or something? I don't know. It seems too easy to cheat. I'm not saying you should cheat, but they made it too easy to cheat. What do they do?
This is what's
Oh, it was 2015. Oh, okay, never mind. 2015. Oh my God, I'm so old. That was the year I graduated high school.
known as stream sniping, and it's the digital version of peeking at your opponent's cards. Allegations immediately flooded the internet, and in a matter of hours, Team Arkan dropped Hosty from their roster like a hot cheating potato. Hosty later admitted to having the stream up on the second monitor, but argued that because the stream was on a 10-minute delay, it didn't help him gain an advantage. Considering he lost to Life Coach, that kinda adds up. But if Hosty was trying to cheat, this was a hilariously terrible attempt. XQC. Felix XQC Lengyel is one of Twitch's most popular streamers.
I love that. That's my favorite XQC thing. 6 consoles.
Follower count of over 8 million. Streaming multiple times a week, often for more than 24 hours, it's hardly surprising that weird and hilarious stuff is often captured on his camera. But back in December 2020, he had some serious explaining to do when this slip-up happened live on stream.
Oh no!
Did you see that? Well, if I enhance that fifth file from the left, can you see it now? That, my friends, is a big file labeled cheat.
Okay, come on, that could be a porn folder, who knows?
Admittedly, it's completely empty, but why would
it was a joke! I don't know, I would assume this is a joke. Like, I've done this before, now you guys are gonna yell at me on my monitor before I figured out how to turn off like the folders because it just looks messy. I made joke files all the time. I don't know. I assume that it's just bait. I wouldn't think that this was real.
On my way to Tuber's Wi-Fi XTD.
Thank you, Mega. I appreciate it. Thanks 100 bits. I would have thought that it was a joke. Like I have a furry folder. It says my favorite furry artwork. There's nothing in there.
XQC have had it.
I have a screenshot of aimbot software to mess with people. See, it's funny! It's funny!
In the first place, and considering how much he panicked when that window opened, he didn't.
I don't know, not to be weird, but I also panic whenever anything opens on my stream because I don't want you guys to see, like, what if I have, like, a ID or, like, tax documents or something? I don't think that is correlating with that. I don't know. I just don't like when all those windows open. I get scared, too.
Didn't exactly seem innocent, but he had an explanation ready.
0 truths and 3 lies. Watch yourself!
And your randomizer, there's something called cheats, and those cheats are like to make the game different.
What?
Like,
Okay, well now he should have just shut up. Okay, you should have shut up. Okay, you ruined it. I was defending you, man!
If you think a certain run, you have to use a cheat folder.
So, he needed it to change the difficulty of his Pokemon games. As legitimate as he makes it sound, using any kind of cheats or
Just say it was a joke!
hacks in games is against Twitch's community guidelines. Despite this smoking gun, Twitch didn't take any action, even though he'd been caught cheating less than a month before. This happened when, during GlitchCon's Twitch Rivals Fall Guys tournament, XQC decided to target other players taking part in this battle royale
This game was fun for a little bit.
He singled them out by stream sniping and then sabotaged their attempts to win. But what's worse is that he didn't even make the effort to hide that he was watching his opponent's streams.
That is
with the stream snipe?
Who got fed? Who got fed?
With his opponent in his sights, you can see his eyes darting to and from his rival's stream as he plays, so he knows when and where to sabotage him.
I'm gonna put you in emo only mode.
This is a bad idea, bro. I don't think you realize how big of a mistake.
Who's that?
Yo!
Cougar, you're up, right?
Look at him, all tapping, he's looking!
Unfortunately for XQC, stream sniping directly violates Twitch's code of conduct.
Yeah.
They slapped him with a 6-month ban from future Twitch Rivals events, forced him to forfeit his GlitchCon winnings, and suspended him from the
Oh no, what's XQC gonna do without $100 of GlitchCon winnings, man? What's he gonna do? He's gonna starve!
platform for 7 days. Maybe he should have stuck with Pokemon.
Ironic that he was cheating against Dr.
Do you
Lupo,
know of any
true.
other streamers or gamers who have been caught cheating live?
Not me! Don't submit to that. Don't answer that question.